Desert family, welcome back to our second video tonight. And yeah, so this is the day I normally do bands from Asia, from the Asian continent, from Japan, from Mongolia, from India, from Russia, from Korea, all over. And I wasn't sure if I would do this when it just came out, but it's not a new song. And it's not a new song on this channel, but Lovebites just released on their channel a live video from Knocking at Heaven's Door where they did Nameless Warrior. I don't know why my dog just walked into the bathroom. I just caught her out of the corner of my eye. She shouldn't be in there. Apologies for the disheveledness. My beard is getting to that point. I'm gonna have to go to the barber again soon. But until I do, be sure to subscribe. Welcome to all of the Warning Army who has come to the channel since Saturday. So many people have subscribed. So many comments, so much love and support. Thank you so much. I will be doing more reviews of the Warnings songs. So thank you. I look forward to it. Hopefully you guys are checking out the other stuff on the channel. Hopefully you're checking out this song. And for those of you in the Wolfpack, the Lovebites fans, we're starting to get more from them. Thank you for sticking around and sticking with me. Lovebites is still one of the most popular bands on this channel. Between Lovebites, Bandmade, Poor Man's Poison, and now The Warning, you guys are pretty much top of the list there in the at least in the top 10 videos of all time on this channel. So thank you so much. I just want to say that out loud. I appreciate all of you so very much. So anyway, I did about a year ago, I did a review of Nameless Warrior when it came out. It was sort of a studio music video recording of the song. It was a fantastic song, and it was written when Miho decided she was going to leave the band. It was the last song they were going to do together. And I've been told, and I've been looking for any sort of interview information and haven't found it, but I've been told that Nameless Warrior was in a sense written as a tribute to Miho as she's going out into the world. You know, and it follows those themes. It talks about them continuing to do their thing, how the Nameless Warrior is going to go out into the world and continue to fight, you know, to make music. So I decided we'll do a video review redo. We'll take a look at Nameless Warrior, this live version with a new bassist, and it is different, so there is some other things to talk about and to take a look at. Plus, it's a live version versus the music video version we did before. Ed says our favorite ladies just keep getting better and better. Absolutely agree. And I just realized that I have this on the wrong page. I didn't even see anybody drop in. Yeah, Lovebites just continues to set the bar high for metal out of Japan and metal in general around the world. So here we go. Sorry for the long intro. This is Lovebites' Nameless Warrior, the recording taken from live at Knocking on Heaven's Gate, a recent concert that they did. So here we go. Need to see around my beard. Cheers. So obviously this is the same song, but it's got a different feel to it because obviously it's not Miho, and from my understanding, this song was written for her. How is Haruna keeping pace this entire show? I know, like, I would love to see them live because I would like to see how they break the sets and how they move from song to song, because it's one thing to sit here and listen to their songs, and some of them are so fast, and to wonder how they keep up. But bands are smart about that when they do their set list, obviously. But I would love to see just how hard they go from song to song to song. There's some bands that are like that, like Mastodon, for example. When I went to see Mastodon, the one thing that impressed me about them the most was that they didn't stop. Mastodon hit the stage, they started playing, they didn't stop playing or moving for an hour. There was no crowd interaction, there was nothing. They just got up there and just went for it for an hour. It was absolutely insane. And there's very few bands I've ever seen that do that. A lot of bands take breaks. They do different things on the stage. They'll play slow songs and then fast songs, blah, blah, blah. Mastodon, no, non-stop all the way through. It was really impressive. So I would love to see how they put their set list together live. And I agree. It's just amazing how well they play for an entire concert to do this. But like I was saying, this song's so much different than the original that we reviewed a year ago. Obviously, because it's live, it's going to sound a little different. The audio quality is different. It's not produced in a studio like a music video. So we're getting some nuance to this that's different than the original. Like I think the vocals sound a little lower. I have this song on my Spotify playlist, and it's the studio recording, and the vocals sound lower. The bass is a little heavier in this one. But we'll see. This continues to be fantastic either way. And welcome. I just want to say, too, I've noticed this in every Lovebites video. She on the right, and forgive me because I'm terrible with remembering names, and I could look it up. But the guitarist on the right always looks so damn serious. She, like, all the rest of them look like they're having the time, and I'm sure she's having the time of her life. I'm sure she is having an absolute blast. But she always looks so serious. And the other ones are just goofing it up and smiling and cheesing it, and she is just all business, and it cracks me up every time because it's so different. It almost looked like she's the one they brought in, like she's the professional guitar player that they brought in so they could look like a serious band, while the rest of them are just having a good time. She's just like, I'm just gonna play this song and get through this song. It's funny every time. And we get a little smile. I mean, hold on. Look at the new bassist. We see. Look at the smile of the new bassist when we get over there. She is just, look at that. She couldn't be happier. before they get into the solos, her vocals are absolutely fantastic in this one as well. And Ed said, I don't believe there's any other band that has this much total talent. Yeah, they're definitely at the top of the list for talented bands. And all of that's arguable and debatable, obviously. But, I mean, you're talking, there are a handful of bands out there that are going to go down in history as, you know, some of the best bands in the world. And unfortunately, because Japanese metal is not as popular, you know, as British rock and American heavy metal, they may not make that list, but they should. You know, you're talking Queen, Rolling Stones, you know, Creedence Clearwater, like Metallica, Pantera. Like, there's some amazing bands on that list that when you think of like the best bands in history, and they would have every right to be on that list because the talent is there. Absolutely. It's just the nature of this business that, you know, while Lovebites is going to be super popular online, they're going to be super popular on YouTube, and they will absolutely kill it at shows. They clearly do. I mean, you look at the crowd at this show, but unfortunately the industry is what the industry is, and that's why I do what I do, because anybody can review Metallica or do reactions to Metallica and Megadeth, and oh my God, did you see? Yeah, I've seen it because I grew up with it, and I'm not going to sit here and fake it and be like, oh my gosh, can you believe this Megadeth concert and how amazing they are? Yeah, because I grew up with it. That's why I do this, because these bands deserve it too. These bands deserve your eyes and ears as well. And Lovebites is probably, I would say on this channel, Lovebites is top 5. Absolutely. If not number 1 as far as quality, talent, musicality, everything. They are amazing. And unfortunately, industry is never gonna get there for that. Those two. God damn. That bassist is just so good. That dual guitar solo, I mean, come on. That was spectacular. And, you know, it was a little different than the one in the original. This is a live show. I'm sure they take some liberties with their guitar solos, their fills, and everything else. Absolutely spectacular again. I don't know if I backed it up, but that guy said, I don't know. Do you guys see that guy sitting in the back? He's a little creepy looking sitting back there. I'm sure he's there in case she drops a stick or needs something, but he's just kind of creeping back there. And also notice this. So I am not a drummer, but I played drums a little bit, and there is two different, I guess, schools of thought when it comes to drummers. And a lot of drummers actually don't wear shoes because it makes it easier to feel the pedals when you're on them. I didn't play drums long enough to have a preference. I took some drum lessons, and that was about it. But I love that she's like, everything else is on her is like this ivory white, and she's wearing her red shoes. I agree. Definitely with the Jeremy Heath says Dragon Force vibes. I agree with sort of the guitar speed, the drums. I can see that. Absolutely can see that kind of feeling like that. melody. Beautiful melody on this. Good. So good. Welcome over to the show. Freaking awesome. So this is the second time we've done this song, obviously a slightly different version because it's got a different bassist and it's live. Still epic. Like the melodies are one of those, like, it's just one of those melodies that is always going to be with me. I'm always going to recognize it no matter what I'm doing. You know, there's a few like the opening to Metallica's one, or I'm trying to think of AC/DC. You know, there's some AC/DC songs, some Queen songs, some, you know, just there are those melodies out there that when you hear them, you don't even have to hear the whole song. You hear that melody and you know what they're talking about. That is what this song is. That melody is epic. Fantastic solos. Live version, far superior. I have to say, I love the original when it came out for the sentiment of what it came out, but I'm a live music person. I love live music because it's more raw. There's more to it. It's not overproduced. It's not polished. It's not perfect, and it shouldn't be. There's a quality to live music that sets bands apart. If a band can produce good music live, far better than a studio band, because a studio band, there's all kinds of things you can do to make them sound good, even if they're not. And I've heard a lot of bands live that are not good live bands. These women are amazing live, and I'm so glad to see this. And I want to see them in person so badly. I just don't know if they will ever get to my neck of the woods, but maybe someday. And so many people here. Thank you so much, Ed, Jeremy, and everybody else. There's a bunch of people sitting in there who have not commented. Be sure to leave a comment. Make sure you subscribe. Go check out other stuff on the channel. But above all, go check out Lovebites and subscribe to their channel as well. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you. I'll see you again soon. Thank you. Much love. Bye.